Hi, Crystal. How you doing? So I want to take a look at your work here. I think this will be better than talking about it. So let's take a look at it and talk about it, okay? So you've got your five mastheads, um, cover all of your, everything's in place here. Great job. Um, I think this is I think right now you're still depending to your based on some of your writing. It looks like you're kind of trying to design right now, and that's awesome that you're thinking that way. But right now, my main concern is getting everything just in place, okay? And I'll just be making some comments through all of the layouts, and maybe at the end you can compile all of my comments and then move forward from there. Okay, so I don't think this yellow background is working on a magazine. I really don't. It's making it look, I don't know, it's just too much trying to work into the image, I think. And I think the image, I'm not sure if this is a great image for a magazine. And I'm going to tell you the reason why in a second. Typically, what you're going to want to do with your magazine is have your masthead, okay? And then you're going to have, right now this is pretty imbalanced because you don't have any type on the right-hand side. Left-hand side. So you're going to use this typical magazine formula where you have your heads and subheads along either side, based around a central focal point, typically an image or illustration, typically an image in a magazine. Then this stuff down here, this is too large. That should be presented in your area somewhere. Plus, why are you putting contents in the cover page? Do you see what I'm saying? That belongs on the contents page. Okay, same thing here, same comments exactly, except this area right here. Now, in this standby, you're leaving too much space here. Your masthead should really take some good area, something like that. I mean, it should be a good area. It should not have all this negative space around it. Also, I'm not sure if I'm not sure if Standby is a good name for a travel magazine. Standby for me is kind of a negative term when it comes to traveling, like flying standby, or I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Perhaps there's a different reasoning. If so, please. This is your best masthead so far. It's the strongest. It's got the most strength, and it's where'd we go? There we go. And it's also utilizing the space. I still think it might be a little bit small. Okay, the rest of your type, that's entirely too small. See, they still have that big area over there. So, okay, contents pages, these are starting to look good. Don't try anything like this. I don't want to use the word cute because I don't want it to sound derogatory, but like this T down here in the middle of the contents page, that's just too kind of cute, you know what I mean? So try to stay away from stuff like that. You've got all of your type in place. This is excellent right now because you've got enough type in place here for a contents page. Now, in a contents page, I suggest you don't need all of these really long subhead descriptors like down here. That's really long for a contents page. Contents pages, it's just a roadmap. Tell me where to go. I'll read about the rest of it when I get there. Do you know what I mean? I think the contents page should have a nice breathing area between the word contents and where you start the page. So right now I'm seeing a tendency for you to want to just push all of your design to the edges of the compositions. Okay, but the important thing here is that you've got all of your type in place. And I'm going to say that because that's important in a lot of students. You mentioned some difficulties, and it is difficult for a lot of students to get this stuff in place. Okay, this over here, I think you're starting to develop, but you've got just too many visual stops and too many visual things going on. Okay, for example, you've got this nice area started right here. That's really nice. But then all of a sudden you go into these these images that are all of the different sizes. So you have all these weird lines in here. So you automatically get this weirdness. What I would suggest here is start the article here. And then you've got everything in boxes here, so nothing's really flowing together as you would want it to in a magazine. Likewise, why put all this stuff in boxes? It's an article that should flow together. Good choice on the two-column types grid. Again, there's a lot going on visually. Okay, but you're definitely got a two-page spread. I mean, this is successful, very much so, for your milestone. So excellent job. Thanks.